What's going on, guys? And today's topic and video is, how do I know that I am connecting with the right business partners? And guys, this could be a challenge, right? You know, business partners are kind of like a marriage. It's a relationship. You know, you're basically kind of, merging talents and resources and abilities and thoughts and being able to get stuff done. And it is very, very important that you make sure you have the right business partners. I'm very grateful and I'm very fortunate in my life that I have the right people in my life. But there's been many times where I didn't have the right people. I had the wrong people. So I know both sides of the spectrum, guys. Listen, I think one of the biggest things is how to identify who the right business partners are is what's the end goal? What's the end mission for me, for them? That's gonna be the way that you figure out and dictate that, guys. Listen, if you're a business partner, let me go back here. If you are focused on expansion, if your goal is to become a monster in the marketplace and you want to be doing $15 to $20 million, $50, $60, $70 million of revenue per year in your business, and your business partner wants to be a local mom and pop, that's not going to be in alignment, guys. He's thinking contraction, you're thinking expansion, and there's going to be a massive conflict. So the number one thing that you need to look at is, if I'm expansion, is he or she expansion? And there's nothing wrong if you're contraction. If I'm contraction, is he or she contraction? Because if you're contraction and they're expansion, there's going to be conflict, guys. It doesn't matter what side of the spectrum there is. So listen, the number one thing is expansion or contraction. That's the number one. Identify. First off, who am I? Am I expansion oriented or am I contraction oriented? Contraction oriented means I want to stay in my little bubble. I want to keep things status quo. And guys, this is not saying this is wrong, okay? I'm just saying it is what it is. I want to keep things status quo. I want to keep things in my vicinity. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Great businesses are built that way. Maybe you're a small community business. You want to keep things very tight, right? In-house, nothing wrong with that. Now, expansion, okay? Expansion is, how do I keep growing out into the marketplace? How do I go into different markets? Not only how do I dominate my current market, how do I dominate the markets in the surrounding areas, in my state, in the country, things like that. So expansion is, I want to go from here and I want to continue to blossom out. Contraction is, I want to stay here and I want to be here and I don't want to go nowhere else. That's the very first thing, guys. I'm gonna tell you right now, from my personal experience, some of the biggest challenges I've had with people that I was trying to do business with is I was expansion and they were contraction. And guys, when you're in that place, shit ain't gonna happen, man, because you're wanting to go forward and your vision and mindset is 15, 20 years down the road. How do I become a monster in this world? They're thinking from a very closed-minded, very tight-knit place where they don't understand. They think you're a crazy person, right? Now, this can go either side, guys. Either side. There's not a right or wrong here. This is just perspective, okay? So the very first thing is identifying, where do I want to be? I got to take responsibility. Where do I want to be 15, 20 years from now? Am I expansion or am I contraction? Okay? That's the very first thing. Now, then the people that are in my circle that I'm doing business with, are they expansion or are they contraction? If they're contraction, guys, there's going to be some massive problems. It will work at the very beginning stages, but then as it starts growing, it's going to be nothing but fighting, and it's going to be conflict, guys. It's going to be conflict because you're going in two different directions, all right? So guys, that's how you identify. Do I have the rest of it, guys, will work itself out. Personalities, everybody's on a different personality. Mindset obviously has to be positive, right? It has to be solution oriented. That's a given. But expansion or contraction, that's going to be the thing. That's the roadmap. Where am I going, right? Guys, if you're in alignment with expansion, or if you are contraction, if you're in alignment with contraction with your partners, you're going to be highly successful whatever you do, guys. So listen, that's how you identify it. Now, if you like this content, please like, share, subscribe. I'm so grateful, guys, that you're joining on these videos. I've had some pretty good input here lately. We're growing, and I'm very, very happy about that. And I hope that you're getting value out of these videos. I'm getting value out of these videos, guys. I do these videos, it helps me learn, helps me grow. I'm doing this for myself. I'm talking to myself, by the way. I'm just keeping it real. Like when I go here, I don't have these things figured out. I'm speaking to myself. What's that whole saying? You're preaching to the choir. I'm preaching to me, man. I'm preaching to me. Now, if you get value out of this, I'm so grateful that you do. I'm glad that my learning can trickle off into someone else actually growing too. That's awesome. Please like, share, subscribe, show me some love. My goal is to have 1,000 videos of this content by the end of 2020. I have a long ways to go, guys. Go out there and take care and crush it.